Gemini, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for the week of February 12th through the 18th. I'm going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. But first, I want to thank you for sharing this space with me today. I'm in a new home and going through a lot of changes. So bear with me. I don't know if this will be my permanent setup, but I'm going to be doing some painting in the living room. But at any rate, let's get started, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Geminis. Gemini. Let's get some soul guidance for the week ahead. What is your soul guidance? The collective, Gemini. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements. Please only take what resonates. Ooh, we're going to give you two. You get two this week. Ooh, receive and bravery. You're being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Ooh, well, that's beautiful energy. Put that right there. You're ready to receive because of your bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. All right. So it looks like once you make this decision, you will be receiving more abundance. Right? I like seeing that. Okay. Let's go into your tarot spread now. Let's see what's happening, Gemini, for the week. Sun is shining. Hope y'all are doing well. Happy Valentine's. For those of you who are celebrating Valentine's, hope you enjoy it. Enjoy all the love in your life. Ooh, speaking of love, King of Cups just flew right out. Ooh, Seven of Swords though. Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Overall general energy for the week, the Lovers. Gemini, of course, right? Here you are, Gemini. Really standing strong in your power, right? The Lovers is Gemini energy. So this is about you being more integrated within self. And it could be about you and another, right? Opportunity. Ooh, the Star. Wish fulfillment. Pouring into your hopes and dreams. Your challenge is the Tower, all right? You could have something, a sudden change this week. What you don't see coming, the Knight of Cups. Some of you have an opportunity for love coming in that you do not see coming. In the recent past, I think you were really working hard to clean up the energy in your heart space here. The Seven of Swords, a lot of hope, fears, right, that come up. Seven of Swords is a sneaky energy. It often is indicative of our doubts, insecurities, fears. You had a lot come up in your heart space, Gemini. Okay? But I think what I'm seeing here is that you're doing a lot of work to overcome any fears or doubts or insecurities when it comes to accepting love in your life and showing love to the people around you. Okay? You're in a very good place. You know, the Seven of Swords energy, I'm not really that concerned about that. It feels more something that you've worked hard to overcome, okay? You're aware of this, okay? You could have overcome some challenging situations with another, right, in love, okay? And you're both doing the work to overcome those challenges, okay, those obstacles. In the near future, we've got a brand new beginning here. Some of you are working on just clearing up your heart space when it comes to your love life because of your past history, okay? Trying to overcome in the near future a feeling of disappointment, waiting on a new beginning, sometimes feeling like, is it ever going to happen, Jenna? Well, I'm seeing yes. For those of you who are single, I'm seeing yes and yes. You may not trust that there's someone coming towards you, and you may have your guard up, but there is someone coming towards you. Okay? Let's find out more. Let's go deeper. Find out what is going on. I'm really seeing that you need to come out of a... They do want me to show you. Look at this. You've got you could be almost on the tail end, right, of overcoming something that happened in your heart space, okay? Because look at the beautiful colors here of light, of fire, right? In the backdrop, against the backdrop of doubt, fear, negativity, okay? It's like Spirit is saying, focus here, not here, okay? Focus on a brand new beginning, right? Potentially in love, not on what has transpired in your past, okay? Let's take a look at the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here for the week? You could be trying to open up into a new beginning, a new energy with someone that you're with. Ooh, overcoming. God, the Devil wants to come out, and the air signs, y'all. Libra didn't get it, but boy, it was heavily in Aquarius today, okay? This is when we start to get signs from the universe. Something is off here. It's like, wait a minute. You could be in a connection where you're starting to realize something needs to shift in how you communicate. There's some sort of unhealthy communication pattern. It may not be with someone that you love. It could be with someone at work, right? That you've put a lot of energy into this working relationship. But at the end of the day, you don't trust this person. They could be a water sign. You don't trust this water sign. Could be a coworker. You got a side eye on somebody in your life in the past. I'm not sure who, but it'll be different for all of you. But you got an eye on somebody. All right, the Lovers clarified by, man, this Devil wants to come out. Ay, ay, ay. This could be you, you could be meeting somebody where it goes so fast that that's what makes it unhealthy. And sometimes things move so fast that you just feel like you're kind of going with it. And then you're kind of trapped because you're not really listening to yourself. You're so caught up in a situation. Others of you, this is really the need to slow things down in a connection in your life and get clarity on what it's doing to you, okay? You might be yielding to another person because they're bullheaded and they're strong and they overpower you, okay, Gemini? It could be anyone in your life. This is about coming out and making that choice to just at least see what's going on here. And what's going on here is that you were trying to release yourself from, much like Aquarius, you could have some sort of a toxic attachment here that you're starting to see clearly. I don't know if this is for me or not. You know, you're trying to move forward, but it feels like there's a lot of restrictions. The Devil with the Eight of Swords is it's like so many restrictions. You could have fallen for somebody or had someone in your life that you couldn't be with for whatever reason, and either things move too fast in this connection or not fast enough, okay? Oh, the others of you that are in a commitment, you're trying to move past a feeling of a lot of restrictions and obstacles that have gotten unhealthy in the connection, in the way you communicate, okay? What's the opportunity here for the star energy? The Five of Cups. Release what needs to be released, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands. You could have put some distance between you and another person that you don't trust. And it's making you feel a little sad this week because you didn't want to, okay? This doesn't have to be romantic, could be platonic. Anyone in your life where you're like, I don't really trust their behavior. I don't trust the way they're showing up. This isn't an alignment with me. I mean, the star energy is your opportunity is to really pour into yourself, into the connections that uplift you, not bring you down, okay? This is about you walking away and honoring yourself, honoring your vision. You have a strong vision here, Gemini, over who belongs in your life, over you could be waiting. Three of Wands is waiting for a golden opportunity, okay? And you could be this week, the opportunity right now is to sit and wait for that next golden opportunity. And be careful, right? You've got an untrustworthy individual around you in your midst that has really, you've gone through a lot with. And at the end of the day, you're pretty sad about it, you know? Asking yourself why. I want to clarify this King of Cups because I believe this is the person. that you've been working really hard with for improvement. It's the connection. The way you both communicate. The King of Cups, okay? This person you are in communication with, in the past you were, but you were really stressed out about the things that they were saying and doing. And I think that you're trying to move on from this connection itself. I mean, Six of Swords is really moving on. If you're not moving on from this person in the past, or if you haven't moved on, this is about you at least moving on from the stress, the mental stress that the communications have created in you. And this feeling of fear. There's been some fears that have come up in a connection, almost as though someone's doubts and insecurities, whether it's you or the other person, have really played a significant role in things being a little topsy-turvy here. Okay? Strength. Yeah, it's a time to be bold, to be confident, to make some tough decisions. Let's see the Seven of Swords, because it's here twice. What is the Seven of Swords about? Doubt, fear, insecurities. I mean, it's really starting to take over this connection, Gemini. The Fool, the Two of Swords. I think the problem is you could have been trying to have a new beginning with somebody in the past, but there were so many roadblocks, unknowns. And at the end of the day, you realized, you know what, I think I have to just walk away here. I think you did. The Seven of Swords energy is we can walk away physically, but it takes time energetically to clear. Okay, so I think that you're doing the work to release. Okay, you could be trying to open up in a new beginning where it's like, okay, we had a lot of fears come up in this connection. The communication's been stressful. I'm trying to release the emotions from all of this. Okay, I am getting that. Some of you were really trying to heal a broken connection in your life because you're sad, right? That things have gone the way they've gone. And in the past, it's like you kept trying to open up, right, and be vulnerable with this person, but there were a lot of emotions that would transpire in your connection, okay? It's almost as though someone wasn't being completely honest with you, or you weren't being completely honest with them. I almost get this feeling that maybe somebody wasn't ready for what you share. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. Someone just, as much as they did try, it's like they weren't ready. And then it became unhealthy. What's this Ace of Wands, this passionate new beginning? Actually, no, we're going to do the Tower because that's the challenge. There's some sort of sudden realization this week. Wow. Maybe not so sudden. Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Magician. The challenge is someone in this connection has been manifesting from a place of lack, okay? And less than. Five of Pentacles is a downward state. Someone's been slowly but surely carrying a negative energy into this connection. And it's almost as though this is a fated tower. It's like if you're going to focus on the negative in a connection and you're not going to bring your best self, best version of you forward, and you're going to be, basically unhealthy in self, okay? This is an unhealthy in self individual, okay? Whether it's a platonic or romantic connection, you're realizing, okay, I have to shift out of this. This has been a long time coming. This person, I either have to leave them out or I have to at least, there's some sort of challenge here because there's some sort of unhealthy foundation underneath it all that was made manifest here. It's almost was like this creeper, like this slow energy started to overcome this connection around lack. Someone kept seeing lack, okay? They weren't seeing the good, they were seeing the bad. Almost as though they had trust issues that really, really played a role in the energy showing up. And I think it stressed you out because no matter what you were doing or saying, they wouldn't believe you. Or this could be vice versa. There was some sort of trust broken here. And this tower, this challenge this week is overcoming slowly but surely the broken trust, right? And the feeling of we have to manifest our way out of this experience, okay? Seeing the truth, right? Coming out of the darkness, okay? Because there's so much darkness that I showed you here with these three cards in the immediate future over not knowing, okay, well, how do we start over, okay? How do we change? So I actually feel in your connection that despite the trust issues and the fears and doubts and insecurities, I do feel like both of you are still trying, okay? You're both still trying. What's the Knight of Cups? King of Swords, Two of Cups. I knew it. Five of Swords. There's been some sort of conflict in this connection. And now it's almost as though when you butt heads and you have this ego battle, someone started to look at everything in a negative light. I don't know if it's you or that person, but it's almost as though this tower was inevitable. And I think you're going within this week, Gemini, and you're like, wow, I can't believe this happened. But it was almost like destined to happen. If someone's is gonna be full of doubt, insecurities, and negativity, it's going to destroy a good thing, or it's going to confirm that this is a bad thing, okay? And when I say good and bad, take it lightly. It's just things that are healthy or unhealthy for us. And this definitely took an unhealthy turn, despite there being a lot of love here, which is unfortunate because this isn't the way things go, right? People love each other, and then doubts come up, insecurities come up, fears come up, and it just causes, it's a muck, you know, right? It's a mess. It causes a ruckus. So ruckus is clear, okay, Gemini? You're trying to hold steady and stabilize the energies in love here. After a fierce fight, I think that you had a really, really big fight with someone in your life, and you're trying to find clarity, and you're disappointed that this fight even occurred, and you're trying to learn from it and grow from it, both of you. I think you're recognizing, all right, let's just stop with this behavior, all right? We have love, all right? It's time to, like, this card in this deck is they won the fight, but they were a complete jerk, right? Sometimes people lose sight of the love when they're in the midst of a fight and they're fighting for their perspective. So I think you're trying to come out of a decision here of really pulling away from someone and trying to get clarity on how to handle. But Spirit is saying you're moving through some disappointment this week in the recent events that have occurred in this connection. Yeah, you both have been at war. This is a card of ego battle with someone. It's almost as though both of you got triggered, and now you're trying to take a step back after this triggering event, this fight or flight, this anxiety that came up. Oh, God, Ten of Swords. You could be, you're reaching the end of a chapter, right, where you went to war with someone in your life. It's almost as though what I'm seeing here is Spirit is saying surrender. Surrender, right? You need to be brave here. You need to be opening up into, they're pointing at receive. There's gifts, right? There's a gift in this. There's a gift. I think that this has taught you how to be more brave, even going up against this energy. Be more brave to stand up for yourself, Gemini. The Queen of Wands is really taking charge of your own life, okay? Your own creativity, your own work. If you've been going to battle with somebody in your work life, it's very, very hard to deal with this person, okay? Because they don't always tell you what's going on, and then it makes you look bad in the workplace because if this is a dominant leader in your life, there's so much strife going on. I do see there's strife going on in your work life, but a need to overcome, right? The broken down communication, whether this is someone at work or someone in your love life, there is a broken place that has occurred here in this connection, all right? But what is beautiful out of this is you're learning and growing, and you're now able to open up into a brand new opportunity, Gemini. I think what you don't see coming is that if you can drop this fight and open your heart to love and forgive and learn from this, okay? It's almost as though sometimes we repeat the same conversation from different angles until we feel heard. The biggest thing I can suggest if you're going through relationship difficulties or any coworker difficulty is really trying to show enough empathy towards them and yourself in the situation where you understand how you feel and you understand how they feel. And you could be at a stalemate with someone. You know, sometimes you have to agree to disagree. All right. But I am seeing that you might need to be walking away in order from a connection so you can open up into a much better opportunity. We're all being challenged. I'm seeing a lot of repeating messages in the cards for the air signs where it's like whatever is holding you back, it's time to let it go. Yeah, drop your burden. Okay, Gemini. In order to be victorious here, you have to drop the heavy burden of whatever connection in your life that is causing so much friction in mentally, emotionally, okay? You have the power right now to drop this. Sometimes we love ourselves more, right? By standing up for ourselves and fighting for what we know we deserve. But, I do believe that you're trying to work through some difficulties in a connection, getting creative with how to overcome the challenges. It's very real, okay? I think you are going to overcome the burden of the recent past few weeks. This Tower, I think, is going to shift everything. It's going to change your perspective. You're going to see things in a new light, okay? I think you've got someone who's in victim mode around you, and I think they're going to kind of have an aha this week around their behavior. And once that happens, people tend to soften and they start to surrender a bit instead of fight against you. There's so much resistance going on in someone in your life. There you go. All right. Spirit is indicating that whatever you've gone through, for those of you who are going through some trouble in a connection romantically, I do believe that Spirit is indicating that if you take your time and you're patient, Knight of Pentacles, take your time. It's like this Tower has been a slow time coming where you have got to make some changes in this connection, okay? If you're trying to bring the love back, I do believe that's possible to bring things back together again, but you have to be patient, okay, Gemini? If you've had a recent spat with somebody that you're in love with or someone at work, let your heart guide you. Stay open, okay? Things are going to come back together again. This is the card of bringing things back together and celebrating better days ahead, okay? Really, really focus on unconditional love for self this week. All right. I do believe things are going to get better. Okay. Hang in there. We've definitely had a rough go. I'm telling you, everybody's been having a rough go, like coming out of a place of restriction, opening up, right? Doing those significant changes in our lives that allow us to live from a place of balance, right? Where we're divinely inspired. You're being divinely inspired to let go and drop ego here and really, really lean into you. Okay. I think a lot of you are just trying to do your thing at work and you've got some difficult people around you. And you're like, I've had enough, okay? You could be looking at even other job opportunities because you're like, I can't do this anymore. All right. But for the most part, I do believe this is potentially a romantic connection, or at least a family member where there's just been a lot of fighting and it has not felt good. All right. Time to evolve. It's not a negative situation, but a necessary one. Having the awareness to see it from your soul's perspective, that you chose much of this before you incarnated, is needed. This releases the victimhood mentality and pulls back your power. We must go through trials and tribulations as an opportunity to evolve. How you choose to interpret the situation hinges on your growth or not. Thank you, Spirit. This is about your own evolution, Gemini, okay? I think all of this that has occurred in your life, it's so you can evolve out of these toxic places that we go to mentally and emotionally and really learn from it, okay? You chose all this. It's like I can be a victim or I can manifest my way out of this situation. Yes, it freaking sucks, but you have the power, okay, Gemini? I'll see you soon. Take care.